And good evening. I'm Trace Gallagher in Los Angeles. We have breaking news coming into the Fox News channel. You are looking live right there at Los Angeles. This is actually the Brentwood neighborhood of Los Angeles, where authorities are telling us a couple of hours ago they went into a home that is owned by the actor, producer, director, and political activist Rob Reiner. And inside that home, they found two dead bodies. One is a male, 78 years old. The other is a female, they tell us around 68 years old. Rob Reiner, we can tell you there has been no identification, but Rob Reiner is 78 years old. His wife, Michele Reiner, is around 68 years old. But again, the police have not given us any kind of identification. It is important to note that in the 2 hours that they have been in the house, that they found the bodies, there has been no word from anybody in the Reiner family at all. We know that robbery homicide for Los Angeles police were the first ones on scene. There were investigators also on scene, but again, the police have not given us any type of information except for the fact that they found two dead bodies in there. There has been no identification at all.
Yes, this is sad news. I hardly report on these topics, but it is very important. When things like this happen, we offer these people prayers. That is the best way to react to a news like this. We've often seen with Libras, they would celebrate, they would do all sort of things, especially if you disagree with their politics. This man is an anti-Trump, someone that I've known for a very long time. There are a lot of videos that have surfaced on social media about him. I'm not actually even doing this video to politicize everything, but there is something more important that I will show you at the end of this video. Libras are now saying, oh, bring out videos. Rob used to say this, he used to say this in support of everything about this man was anti-Trump. That is what I witnessed. But we should not celebrate his demise. That is the best way to do it. The only thing you can do at this time, it is to offer him prayers.
People have to understand our democracy is being taken away from us, and we only have about a year. Just to be clear about this, and people, you're doing a great job, and a lot of other people are doing a good job to tell people what is actually happening in this country. But make no mistake, we have a year before this country becomes a full-on autocracy and democracy completely leaves us. And we're looking at the election in 2026, and Donald Trump knows. He knows that in a free and fair election, he will lose. He will lose the House. The House will flip and will become into Democratic hands. There'll be committee chairs that'll be able to hold hearings. And this is the last thing he wants. So this little, these ICE agents and the National Guard, and now he's called the military in from all over the world to talk to them about, don't be surprised when polling booths are surrounded by American military in the guise of making sure that the elections are fair and that nobody's tampering with anything. And when you'll see the commandeering of voting machines, ballot boxes, to make sure that that election is secure. Well, what that means is that he will then commandeer the election. So we have to make the public absolutely aware that their democracy is being taken from them. And we have to do everything we can to make sure people understand that. People don't, it's a vague term, democracy. It's like, what does that mean? The Constitution, we don't know what that means. People care about their pocketbook issues, the price of eggs, they care about their health care, and they should. Those are the things that directly affect them. But if they lose their democracy, all of these rights, the freedom of speech, the freedom to pray the way you want, the freedom to protest and not go to jail, not be sent out of the country with no due process, all these things will be taken away from them. And we have to educate the public that this is what's happening right now in America.
Mr. Reiner, why do you think more celebrities are scared to talk about Donald Trump? Like you've been the only one that's really.
I don't know why. You gotta lead from the top, you know. Well, having a high profile.
We have yes, what?
It's a scary time right now. And if he gets in, it'll be the
2024 is way too close.
It's the end of democracy, and people have to understand that.
Yeah.
That'll be the end of American democracy.
Do you think more celebrities will start speaking out as it gets closer?
I do think so. I do think so.
Taylor
Swift comes out.
Yes, it didn't end there. Left-wing actor and director Rob has deleted X after checking himself into a facility last week following Donald Trump's election victory. This man underwent this because of Trump. That should tell you a lot about his mindset when it concerns Trump. At a certain point, I see a lot of people, posting, things like this. There are just a lot of videos like what you just saw. He put out, talk against Trump here and there. I understand you have the right to choose your path and to disagree with whosoever you want when it concerns their political views. This is how people are thinking about this man.
Follow breaking news. TMZ now reporting that Hollywood producer and director Rob Reiner and his wife have been found dead inside their Los Angeles home. You are looking live at what is an active crime scene tonight. Rob Reiner, of course, known for his role in television in All in the Family as Michael Stivic, and perhaps better known for his distinguished career as a film director. This is Spinal Tap, The Princess Bride, When Harry Met Sally, A Few Good Men, just to name a few. TMZ reporting they suffered lacerations from what appear to be knife wounds. The Associated Press confirming tonight the LA Fire Department responded to a request for medical aid. It was during that call that they discovered the bodies of a 78-year-old man and 68-year-old woman. We will continue to stay on top of this story for you. We will give you updates even after we leave the air tonight on our website, Fox 32 Chicago.
Yeah, I would not like to read this out from the informations we are getting. TMZ and others, they are saying this man's son did this. I don't know the motive at this point. We don't have any information on what actually happened. I will update you on what exactly is actually happening. At a certain point, I begin to wonder, what can actually go wrong? Your own son, just get up, do this. There must be something that we are still to find out. Why should you even be thinking about that? I want to appreciate people that are constantly supporting me, sharing out the videos every time I post. If you notice, this December is actually the worst month since I started creating videos. No engagement, people are not sharing out clips. I understand it's a holiday, a lot of people are resting, they don't really go into politics, but we will continue to try our best, to put out videos like we have been doing.
Around him almost midnight time.
And while the president wasn't exactly sure which organs were scanned, he knew which one wasn't.
He beat Hillary by 41 points.
Right.
And this ain't got nothing to do with color. This ain't got nothing to do with color. It's either God's side or Satan's side.
Politic. He even get an off.
If the Democrat
thing, because how many times somebody asks
for?
J.D. Vance should be the next president of the United States.
If you want to serve in the American...
Give interviews, I don't do them.
J.D. Vance should be the next president of the United States.
Happening at the moment.
Yeah.
President Obama.
Is blatant censorship.
Because he says he has a team of fact checkers.
The FCC.
Want them to stop fooling around with my right to say what I feel.
Well, Americans, it's a part of who we are.
Because that is really something that didn't happen before.
Does anybody else watch The View? Because I think
I'm going to say one.
Look, there are certain rules of free speech that we must all
like to have a television show.
To spreading lies.
Somebody to get up there, not the
said that he doesn't.
Dave Chappelle.
Without of interest.
I mentioned last night Trump was bragging about. Surprised to see